Have you ever tried to fix something and it's completely unfixable? How about if you fixed something, but that thing thinks it's not fixed, rendering it unfixable? Something that works completely fine, but the thing itself believes it's not fine, and so doesn't operate properly. That's what I'm dealing with today down in here. Do you hear that beeping? That beeping. Do you hear it? What is that beeping? So that beeping means that I've been sold a set of handcuffs. That beeping is the sound of my right to repair slowly slipping out of my grasp. That beeping is a Machiavellian plan designed to empty my wallet and drive me slowly insane unless I acquiesce to the wishes of our corporate overlords. This system here, this is a subscription program for me to have clean drinking water. Now, even though I own all of this, it seems you never really own anything. You're just renting it. Let's go back a little bit here. So this thing that's beeping is the controller for our UV sanitation system for our drinking water. So it's the last step in our sanitation process. Water goes through a bunch of fancy filters, and the last thing it does is it goes through this UV reactor with a light bulb in there that's supposed to kill germs or bugs or whatever's in the water. Very high tech. And it beeps to tell me that it's time to change out the bulb that's inside that reactor. At least that's what the manufacturer tells me that beeping is for. Now in reality, the bulb in here is completely fine. There is nothing at all wrong with it. It's a brand new bulb, yet the system continues to beep, telling me to change the bulb. Why is that? Well, the reason is I was sold a set of handcuffs and I willingly purchased them, and I regret it now. You see, this beeping isn't caused by the system sensing that it needs a new bulb. The beeping is caused by an internal timer inside the controller that kicks off after about a year and then signals to me it's time to put a new bulb in. But putting a new bulb in does not turn off that alarm. What turns off the alarm is this thing right here. This is a key, and it's a key to my handcuffs. And, well, we'll talk about why this key doesn't always work. You see, these chips only come with the bulbs made and sold by that manufacturer. And the manufacturer, Polar UV, does not sell direct to consumers. These bulbs can only be sold by an installer, not direct from the manufacturer, not from Lowe's, not from Home Depot, not from Amazon, and not from a third party who makes bulbs exactly the same. You can only buy Polar UV bulbs from an installer of Polar UV. And they have a vested interest in making this work. It's a selling feature to the installers. They tell the installers, if you install our systems, you'll be the only one able to buy the correct bulb and key to turn off the incessant beeping on this system. It's a set of handcuffs that a customer is being sold to handcuff them to the installer. But what happens if you can't get a hold of the installer? What happens if the installer's gone out of business? What happens if the installer moved away? Then you got to hope to find another installer of this rather niche system. Now, while the machine does technically work, boy, it's irritating having the thing beep under my living room floor 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for no reason other than to goad me and poke me and pressure me into buying their bulbs with their little key. So that's the situation I found myself in. I couldn't get a hold of my installer. I reached out to the manufacturer. They wouldn't sell direct to me. They referred me to another installer who wouldn't even speak to me. And so now I'm stuck with a system that technically works, but it's a real irritation, especially when it's constantly beeping day and night. But I found a workaround. You see, Polar UV owns or is owned by another company called Luminor Black Comb that makes these exact same machines with a different sticker on them. Instead of saying Polar UV, they say Luminor Black Comb. So I went out and bought one of their lights and installed the light, and it worked perfectly. It was the exact same light that is in there from the factory, except it was one from Luminor. You see, Luminor is a consumer company. So they'll sell direct to consumers, no problem. They sell through retailers. I can buy them online. I can buy them off Amazon. There's a lot of places like R.C. Worston Company online where you can buy supplies for your water filtration system. So great, I put a Luminor bulb in. So everything was going quite swimmingly. I had a Luminor bulb with a key for a Luminor, but that's the problem. The key from the Luminor, which is the exact same key as used by Polar UV, was not recognized by my system. I had installed an incorrect product, even though the bulb was exactly the same as the bulb already in the machine, because the key was not the exact same key the machine came with. I could not put a new key in and stop the beeping. You see, these keys only work for a year. After a year, they're shot. They will never work again. And a brand new key with a brand new bulb from the same company that makes this key doesn't work because it recognizes this is a Luminor key and not a Polar UV key. I have the right to repair my system. I can certainly buy the parts and repair it myself. That's no problem. But if I do not buy the parts from the manufacturer to service my system won't really work correctly. There will always be an incessant beeping that happens. It doesn't mean my water is not drinkable, but it certainly is an annoyance, especially when the alarm's right under your living room floor. Why do they do that? F you, that's why. So I did finally get a hold of my installer, and he's a great dude. He sent me out a bulb and key for free for the Polar UV system. Here's where things got a little funny. I put in the new bulb, powered up the system, put in the new key, and the system is convinced that the bulb I put in was incorrect. Now, it's the correct bulb. It is the same bulb that had come out originally. A new bulb was put in. Even though it was the same as the Luminor bulb, it did have the Polar UV branding, and the key I received was the Polar UV key meant for this system. But the system was programmed incorrectly, and so the system believes it needs a different bulb with a different type of key. And I'm here to tell you, those bulbs also don't work. How do I know that? Because I bought an entire case of bulbs matching the part number that the machine tells me to use. They do not have keys and they do not fit in the machine. What am I going to do here? Well, like we were talking about, Luminor and Polar UV are the same company. There's just a consumer brand and a installer brand, which is Polar UV. Polar UV is supposed to be your premier brand, but they're making the same stuff. And I discovered that the systems were the same. What I did was I found a Luminor Black Comb that I could buy retail that was not the premier version, which means it doesn't have a key. Now, there are some gizmos and gadgets you can plug into this thing that I don't have and I don't use, so it's not a big deal to me. This one's a dumber system, but it still controls a reactor the same, because all the control box really does is give power to the light bulb that purifies or sanitizes my water. So, we may have found a workaround here, but I haven't tried installing it yet. Now, I believe in the right to repair because sometimes you gotta fix something that's broke. It may be perfectly good and there's no reason to throw it away. And maybe you can't transport your thing to a person who's authorized to fix your stuff, or maybe you can't afford to have somebody come to you, or nobody's willing to come to you or willing to repair your stuff. We're seeing this more and more and more, where things are built so boutique that you can't just grab an off-the-shelf part to fix it. John Deere's been fighting the right to repair, and I'm happy to know that, at least in the US, that's been struck down. John Deere owners are allowed to fix their own tractors. That's very important. You know, we're seeing auto manufacturers making parts that are so obscure and so specific to only one vehicle, or software that's so specific to only their vehicle, overcomplicating it on purpose to make it so we cannot repair them without going back to the manufacturer. Great for the manufacturer, until they decide to either jack up the prices or just decide, we don't want to support that thing anymore. Go buy a new one. Okay, so it looks like this repair has worked. I have replaced the fancy system with the keys. I have removed my handcuffs and I've got a new system in place that works the same. It gives power to my bulb because that's this thing's only job, is to give power to that bulb. Everything works. Why did I need this thing that was so fancy? Because they talked me into it because it was considered the best. And it's the best if you want to hire somebody to come do your repairs or maintenance for you. Or if you can find somebody to do your repairs or maintenance for you. But if you can't, you're up a creek without a paddle. And this is not specific only to Polar UV, even though I'm pretty ticked at them for not making it possible for me to get my own service parts. And when I do get my own service parts, making a machine that I can't reprogram myself to get around their bear traps. It's kind of junky, but millions of companies, maybe not millions, but thousands of companies are doing the same thing, and we shouldn't do it. We shouldn't put up with it. We should find out if machines are repairable. And as technology rises and software rises to replace hardware, we will see more issues like this because the software can cause your system to not work when the hardware works perfectly well. You know, that old adage, they don't make them like they used to, may be pretty accurate because we become so reliant on software and AI and machine learning to do the thinking for us and do processes for us, when mechanical objects are much easier for us to replace and a lot harder to make proprietary.